You replay conversations long after they've ended. You notice small changes in people's tone, things others don't even register. And sometimes your own thoughts feel louder than the world itself. You call it overthinking. But what if it's not a flaw? What if it's a signal? You sit there, analyzing. Why did they say that? Did I respond the right way? Did I miss something? It doesn't stop. Your mind loops, not because you want it to, but because it feels like you have to understand. And the exhausting part isn't the thinking itself, it's the weight behind it. You don't just think, you feel every possibility. You imagine outcomes, you simulate reactions, you anticipate emotional consequences. And slowly, what should have been a simple moment becomes something heavy. So you start believing something is wrong with you, that you think too much, feel too deeply, care too intensely. But maybe that's not the full truth. Overthinking is often misunderstood. It's not just thinking too much. It's awareness mixed with emotion, mixed with a mind that tries to understand everything. Your brain isn't broken. It's working overtime, trying to understand people, trying to protect you, trying to make sense of things that aren't always clear. You're not weak. You're just wired to notice more. Inside your mind, there's a quiet system always asking, what does this mean? Not just logically, but emotionally. You notice tone, expressions, small pauses, things most people ignore. Your mind doesn't skip details, it collects them, and then it tries to connect them. Your brain also tries to predict. It doesn't like uncertainty, so it creates possibilities. If someone sounds distant, your mind fills the gaps. Maybe they're upset. Maybe something changed. Maybe I did something wrong. It's not because you're negative. It's because your brain is trying to stay prepared, trying to protect you from the unknown. And then there's memory. Every past experience leaves something behind. So when something feels familiar, even slightly, your brain connects it to the past. A small moment today can carry the weight of something old. And suddenly, you're not just thinking about now, you're feeling everything that came before. That's why it feels intense. That's why it's hard to switch off. So instead of fighting your mind, learn to guide it. Start by separating what is real from what your mind is adding. They replied late is real. They don't care about me is a story. Your mind creates stories to make sense of things, but not every story is true. Pause and ask yourself, what do I actually know? That small question creates space. When emotions feel heavy, don't chase them. Don't try to solve them immediately. Just name them. This is anxiety. This is fear. This is uncertainty. When you name a feeling, it becomes less overwhelming. It slows things down. Your mind also needs limits. If you don't set boundaries, it will keep going. So give yourself time. I'll think about this for a few minutes, and then stop. Not because everything is clear, but because your mind needs rest. And instead of trying to control everything, shift into curiosity. You don't need all the answers. You don't need to predict every outcome. Just ask, what can I understand from this? Curiosity feels lighter than control. It softens the pressure. Think of your mind like a light. It shines on everything, details, emotions, possibilities. But when it spreads everywhere, it becomes overwhelming. Not because the light is bad, but because it has no direction. Your goal is not to turn it off, it's to focus it. Maybe you were never too much. You just notice more. You feel more. You understand things on a deeper level. Yes, that can be heavy, but it also means you see what others miss. You understand what others overlook. So the next time your thoughts start looping, don't rush to silence them. Just slow them down. Guide them gently. Because the same mind that overthinks is the one that understands people in a way most never do. And that is not a weakness. It's a different kind of intelligence.